I got a call to write a 16 about the urban education.
Urban education is an ethnical violation. Scanners operate conditions using students like they pigeons.
Our school system's flawed, but we're still to adhere. We go to school, go to college, then we pick a career. Let me guide you into my world if you're still blind, and tell me if you think our school system is still fine.
Education is not school. In school you learn an education, but the block is educating, everybody paper chasing.
Yearly traditions keep students back. Tests make us nervous, then anxiety attacks.
Some students take higher tracks, so they're quick to advance, while others, they move slower, so they don't get the chance. So because I'm not a student with prestigious credentials, I'm on the slower track hidden from my potential.
Probably while my brother dropped out, I might just go behind him and start touching keys like Damon Dash or Jay-Z. You hit licks like Nas, anything to get my paper. And
School and home don't easily interact. School becomes a safe haven. Every day excited about an urban education.
in school looking for a job, but I ain't have no luck. Maybe cause I'm a young black male that grew up rough. Teachers like tough luck, they just here to get they check up when I'm struggling.
Probably. Something's gotta be done to unite this divisive dichotomy, or else our heads will be containers of Plato, instead of philosophies of Socrates and Plato.
Teaching us his story, but our history is a mystery. Yes, we learned about Greece, but our roots go deep.
So why be patient? But patience is key. That's what the teachers don't teach you. Something I learned in the streets.
School shouldn't be a business. Everywhere is different. Up north they count millions, down south we're too busy cheating.
You only learn about Farrakhan in the prison cell. Keep writing this poetry cause I'm trying to avoid jail.
And they give up when you attain juvenile delinquency, instead of helping the juvenile gain better literacy.
Conscience got me not fumbling, graduated with honors, and that's a hell of an honor. If we all seen it the same way, that won't be a problem.
So don't blast me for this blasphemy, unless you plan to sit in class with me, and you can bring everyone from every track with you, and I promise you they'll pass with me.
That's why my story is bittersweet. That's why my story is bittersweet. That's why my story is bittersweet.
The most important one to me is the 13th one. In high school, I wanted to be on the tennis club, the tennis team, but I wasn't allowed to be on it because I couldn't pay my dues, which are almost $200. So they wanted to eject me off the team, even though I made it through tryouts and everything, just because I couldn't pay $200 to get my outfit, and I was denied from being on the team.
Because it's not fair to them that they have to learn something that is outdated as well as sort of incorrect as in the textbooks, where they say maybe, for instance, the Rosa Parks story, they usually say that it was an accident, but when all seriousness, it was purposeful what she did, because of the fact that she felt that it wasn't right that they made people sit in the back of the bus just because of their skin color. So I believe that by learning a relevant curriculum, students will have more access to information that could help them in these modern times.
I feel that like the neighborhoods we grow up in and having people already down us before we can even do anything, like get in school, teachers gonna try to just basically pass you, get you out of their class and stuff. They don't have to really challenge you and try to make you work. They just pass you and let you go.
What you think about that?
Sort of like the same thing, but I don't know.
So how does it feel that the teachers or people are counting you out before you really even get started?
Cause the media, like.
So you think it's the images that are depicted of
cause
black men?
They like the media. They always say, well, it's not. They always say like some articles and stuff I read. They say that black people or black children is harder to teach than whites.
Okay,
I
so
think that's true.
what about you? Think that's true?
I mean, I'm not gonna say that it's not true, because in some cases it is, because some black kids, some of the minority, they just don't want to learn this. They just can't be taught. They don't want to learn.
So do y'all think children, when y'all think back when you was in elementary school, do you think you were in the first grade thinking that you didn't want to learn?
No.
So at what point do you feel your peers are saying, to hell with it, I don't want to learn?
I
Seventh
got a
grade.
homeboy right now that said he finna go to drop out cover.
Okay, so 7th grade, that's typically around the time when especially young black men or young men period go through a lot of changes.
They don't have no mentors or anything. They don't have. It's not.
Ain't gonna go
Groups
role
and
models.
stuff or organizations.
These people are getting the idea that all young black men are thugs from something.
That's just
That's what
how
they try to
media
do.
present us.
That's just.
So how, if media is doing it, what are we doing to dispel that myth?
Nothing.
Nothing. I mean,
We helping.
So do we care? Do we even care that this is the image? Because you look like you a thug, because you black, you know what I'm saying? You got a hood on, and the images that are put out of young black men look like this, you could have been killed. You know what I'm saying? So why aren't we responding to that? Why do we feel it's cool for that just to be the perception of young black men?
Cause our peers and whatnot,
What
they
you
don't.
mean?
They don't like. How can I put this? Like our peers, they like to make jokes and make fun of us and stuff. But well, some of them, like, I mean, everybody.
So do you think it's
everybody
hard
make
to do
jokes.
well in school at this point?
No,
Like,
it's
not-
just, you can do well. It's just your peers.
You gotta
A
try.
lot of them, they don't think that. Some of them, they don't think that doing something positive or something like that, or
So they don't think that's something that they should even care about. Y'all know we just celebrated or commemorated 50 years since the Civil Rights Movement.
yeah.
And y'all all know, of course, growing up in Birmingham, you may hear about the Children's March and how the youth were the ones downtown marching and getting arrested and filling the jails. Do you think that that's something that could take place now? Is there a one issue that high school students care enough about that they would protest and demand that it change?
I mean,
Because we not sticking together in Birmingham. It's a lot of groups out here fighting for
It's
this
not
and that
that
territory and stuff like that, and it ain't even got their name on it.
not this generation.
Not at this moment.
Because there's too much feuding for no reason. It's just, you try to get everybody together. Like when you got did the little State of the Mail, you right after the thing, they was finna fight.
Right,
It's, yeah,
right. Or
it could change, but it takes
It's
the
gonna
household.
take time.
It takes the father to be in their life and the mother to raise their kids right. That's what I believe it takes. You basically just gotta raise your kids right.
so do you, okay, so that makes me think that right now, it ain't nothing you could do about it, but y'all could do something about it when you get old and have kids. Is that how you think about it, or?
That's how I think about it personally.
Okay. And then let's say Kenneth Boykin finishes school, becomes this master chef. What do? You get married, you have your children, you still living in Birmingham. What would you raise your children? Would you send them to Parker High School?
I would. I'd say my children.
Why wouldn't you?
Parker, too much violence at this school. I send him to Mount Brook or something.
Okay.
White school.
What about you?
I wouldn't even be in Birmingham.
Why?
I want a better life for my child.
So you don't think Birmingham could provide that?
Not at this moment.
Okay.
It's too much violence and stuff. It's not enough young black males and females trying to like stick together or nothing to change something. Cause we all black. Everybody, you can walk in a hood and without opening your mouth, you can walk up and down the street because you blend in. Nobody gonna say nothing to you until you start yelling and stuff and running your mouth, talking about blah 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 and this. Then that's when you get your issue, you get your problem. But I mean, you was asking for it. Nobody asked you to open your mouth.
At 13.
Before 13, because it's about your environment, who you living on. You ain't just, you know what I mean? Because it's a lot of people, man, they ain't even know that was even out here for real. They just traveling through the hood. It's around 6, 7, just traveling through there. But there's some other children on the other side of the track, and they only 4 years old, and they already throwing up and down they folk. And they don't really know why this happening or nothing like that. It's just the environment, the people, they family and stuff, and they family friends who they see doing that. So they like, I mean, I'm gonna do it too. But they don't even know. So before 13, before 12, 10.
So it's cats entering high school that's saying, man, I know I ain't finna get no real job once I get out of high school. I know I ain't gonna be able to make no real money because I ain't going to college. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hooping. I ain't playing football. You know, that's saying I'm finna just sell dope. Like, I know very few people see dope boys really around here making real cheese. You know what I'm saying? Like, real cheese. However, and we know that, we still content with living in the hood, may get me a Charger and put some rims on it. You know what I'm saying? Still, this is my facade, you know what I'm saying? On the first of the month, I may be able to get me a new fit and have just enough money to re-up. And this is the life that young cats growing up trying to perpetuate. So, if there is a solution, we don't think that the students will rally around it, or we don't know how we could get them to rally around it.